Hello guys, welcome to the Trading Parrot. The Ethereum BTC pair is doing something that has never done. It broke support at this time, and that is telling us that this cycle for Ethereum is gonna be fundamentally different than the previous two cycles. I invite you to come in this journey. We're gonna look back 2 cycles in time. We're gonna identify one by one the structural patterns that have been in place in the past 2 cycles, respected 100%. We're gonna discuss whether this is a point of break for Ethereum. What's the source of these major differences? Let's discuss how is this going to impact it in the short and long term. Guys, if you like this type of content, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I put out one of these videos. And if you feel like supporting this channel, watch this video until the very end and do not go anywhere without leaving a comment down below. Thanks so much for all the comments that you've been watching. I can see in the past video that is completely covered with amazing comments from you. I'm really reading one by one, with the exception of the ones that are scams. So many nice comments. That's keeping me fully motivated and focused to deliver the best content I can. Although the main reason I'm making this video is because this breakdown in here doesn't look in place when compared to the previous bull markets. And that made me suspicious and want to look a little bit further to see down the rabbit hole what else is broken with the ETH BTC pair during in the cycle. If you haven't watched any of my Ethereum BTC weekly analysis before, what we were looking for is something similar to what we saw in the bear market right after the 2017 bull market, which is after this downtrend, we have a breakout on the RSI weekly and we retested twice on the trend line. What we are expecting is right after the second or even a third touch is to see an explosive move to the upside. This move to the upside, my friends, is the beginning not just of the performance of Ethereum, but also to the most substantial and sustained altcoin season. Right after Ethereum pump against Bitcoin in here, it was the right time for the altcoins also to do those thousands of percent. When we compare this pattern that started from September 2019 and it eventually broke out in December, you can see that there's a slight shift because the breakout in here occurs in January, so it's a little bit late. That's hint number one. Then we have 1, 2 retests. Sure, until there, I was convinced that we are following the usual steps towards an impulsive breakout. But that impulsive breakout never came. We just delayed further and further. We have to put a trend line in here to support a channel going up. And all of this has been happening while the Ethereum BTC continues to bleed. It keeps putting just lows and lows. Even though we have the breakout here, we still have lows. There's nothing that is going higher than the previous high. So that is my full source of suspicion that there's something burnt in here that we need to come closer, put a magnifier glass to potentially adjust our expectations. And I remind you that the worst mistake during the bull market of 2021 was that people after the COVID, including myself, we never adjust our expectations after having such a huge drop in the middle of the early bull market. That was the COVID crash. If I had paid attention that the whole bull market shifted down one level in the ladder, we will have understood very clearly that the top is also pushed back down one level in the ladder. And if we did that, we could have been able to anticipate that the second top was just a dead cat bounce of a failed blow off top that happened in March of 2021. Those details really matter. So let's go and see how this week crash could affect the Ethereum cycle. I'm gonna go back in time to 2015. You can see that we have a top right here on the 3rd of August of 2015. Then on the early bull market makes an explosive move to 0.036. After that, it goes sideways, typical behavior of April, May, summertime, and at the end of the summertime, it breaks down. This is a very interesting move because, believe it or not, this is happening while Bitcoin is pumping. if you focus on this area of the chart, you're going to notice that this was a bump of 80% on Bitcoin. And at the same time, Ethereum is doing the opposite. It's actually crashing 56%. Let's use these two bubbles to identify that there is a pattern that after the first push up, we have sideways, end of summer, capitulation, and this capitulation pierces the top level of 2015. This part in here is the blow off top of the Ethereum BTC pair that comes right after the top of BTC, and the magnitude of this move is similar to the magnitude of this move. Those are the patterns of the 2017 cycle for Ethereum. Right after that, we have the bear market, and of course, this is a very painful fall of the Ethereum BTC pair that finally finds a bottom in September of 2019. How we exit from the bear market in here is the important part. The price is coming down, comes down until here, December 2019, okay? And at that point, the RSI will have already broken out, ready for the first initial impulsive move to the upside. That initial move to the upside, I'm going to take the liberty to put a circle just like this one in here, because in my opinion, this push up corresponds to this one in here in 2015 in the cycle, holding it as support just like we did in here. I'm gonna have to give credits to Benjamin Cowen because many of these patterns I saw from his videos. Of course, this is my own take and my own interpretation, but if you haven't watched Benjamin Cowen's videos, I strongly encourage that you look for the Ethereum ones if you never had done it before. So the second bubble that we have in here, it's also corresponding to the price action that we see in the capitulation post-summer prior to the last leg up. And what do we get in the cycle of 2020? We get a second leg up. So far, these two cycles are just the same. We get an early rally, we get the summer, we get the depression, we get a liquidity swap slightly smaller than this one, and we get a less leg up. What can we say about the pattern of the all-time high? We can say that from the top of 2017 to the bottom in September 2019 bear market, we can place a Fibonacci retracement tool, get that 0.5%, and that is the top of the 2021 market. There are also diminishing returns on Bitcoin. We have a new all-time high in 2021. On Ethereum, we didn't have one against Bitcoin, at least. And here is where it gets interesting, because now we're going to see how many patterns are now broken. They were respected twice in a row. First, the things that look the same. We have the all-time high, and from then we have painful bleeding, but the first pattern that is broken. From the first top until it finds the bottom, you get roughly 800 days. Whereas in here, from the first top to now the new bottom that we just formed on Monday, we have almost 1200 days. So that's an additional 400 days on top of the 800 days that we used to have, more than 50% additional of bleeding. What other pattern is broken? If you notice in here, the early rally of Bitcoin, which we already have for over a year, the Ethereum BTC pair also gets a rally, and we still don't have any rally. Yes, the RSI is breaking out above the trend line, but the price hasn't caught up yet. And because there is no early rally in this area of the chart, as opposed to what you see between each of the two bubbles, there is no area here where we start having a rally, and therefore we have support for that explosive move. I remind you, in here, we have a rally, and then we come back and retest it, and we continue. In here, we have one rally, early bull market, and then we come back, and the capitulation comes for a retest. In this area here, Ethereum never puts a rally. The only rally that you could argue there is this one here of 17% that started in October when Bitcoin started a second rally, and you have this rally in here from July 2022, but none of those are below the price for this capitulation to tick the box that we are retesting it. All I can do is bring the circle into the previous bull market. So there's clearly something structurally very different. We don't have a support, number one. We didn't get an early rally on Ethereum BTC pair, and after the breakout, we are getting a very disappointing breakdown at this point in the market. So the question is, can we still get now that this structure has capitulated to 0.0 for a potential rally into the 0.5 Fibonacci, just like we did in 2020, that we rally right to the 0.5 of the 2017. It's very annoying because I'm heavily invested in Ethereum. And the truth is that this is a breakdown of the momentum, meaning that if we start getting now a rally, it might look like something that is shifted one level down. So our channel is going to get built here, not there, where we were expecting it to be in accordance to the previous cycles of Ethereum. The second implication is that we thought that 0.45 was the level of the capitulation, but since the capitulation has continued, now our new bottom is 0.04. So if we had to project from here a rally to the 0.5, that will take us, instead of the previous target of 0.066, is going to only take us to 63. The truth is that the monetary policies and the rate cuts, if they are coming extremely late. And the only thing that can revive Ethereum and the altcoins is a huge U-turn in monetary policy. Money printing, unfortunately, rate cuts, significant ones, and as soon as possible. If they do not come, most likely Bitcoin is going to continue to outperform Ethereum and therefore cause the vast majority of the altcoins to stay stagnant. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I didn't leave you with more questions that you had before watching it. I'm happy to do a follow-up if things change. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Guys, I'm currently hosting a position airdrop of $500 on Bybit. You trade with $100 and they give you additional $500 for free to trade. There's a link at the top of the description giving you all the instructions. Make sure you have a look. And if you want to open a new account on Bybit, make sure that you use my referral in the link. You can claim up to 30,000 in rewards. Come and join my Discord server because once you have opened an account on Bybit, you can claim 70% discount on all Trading Parrot subscriptions. These subscriptions are going to give you plenty of new indicators and power tools to trade with trading bots. You can backtest, send signals. Definitely huge help for me to navigate the markets, as you probably see in most of my videos. If you join my Discord server, make sure that you pay a visit to the strategies section. There's plenty of value for free. For example, you can take away the open source code of TTP RSI, which is the indicator that I use the most for swing trading. Or today, I just finished uploading the links to all the Bitcoin spread ratio charts. Make sure you watch the video I published a couple of hours ago. You can just go ahead and copy the charts and continue monitoring how they develop for the rest of the bull market. There's plenty of value if you become observer of VIP, to run bots, to make your own version of them. There's a strong community, so you are more than welcome to join. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.